Yo, what's up people? So this is the new Infernity build, the 3-axis build. People want the updated build, well, here you go. Now, one thing that might jump out is the lack of Infernity barrier here. I've recorded a few discussion videos and I gave it some thought. We shouldn't be playing Infernity barrier. Boom, controversial opinion, and a lot of people will disagree, but hear me out. What's the number one weakness of Infernity? Or draw phase, or standby phase, or main phase 1, or battle phase. That's certainly main phase 2, then we can start doing things. You've got a lot of downtime there, and control decks will absolutely slaughter devastators. Infernity barrier requires an empty hand. Break, sure, also requires an empty hand, but you can shotgun it. We can use Infernity break during the opponent's turn. If they try to be cheeky and set 5 pass, we can obliterate their entire back row with 3 break and the effect of a Jade Abomination, which we now run. Because guess what? Our end goals end on Appaloosa and Jade Abomination and Savage Dragon. This ensures that we can devastate the opponent. Due to the return of the Reaper, we can actually create more devastating endports now. Sadly, it's a combo piece, so only run 1. You don't run more, you just run 1. If you open it, it's fine, but you want to search it. So, do we run any additional spicy tags? Of course we do. I gave it some thought and I decided to run New Space and Aqua Dolphin. Our deck dies to Troll Lockbird, so how do we solve this? Simple. We snipe the Troll Lockbird out of their hand. They have Nibiru, this allows us to see it and maybe create a board accordingly to the Nibiru, or play around it, or try to play around it. Realistically, you would play Link Spider together with Succession to fully play around it, but yeah. Aqua Dolphin at least is a start and helps a bit. You can snipe Ash Blossom, which, if used on our Rhino Warrior, will devastate their combo. Well, now we can snipe it. This gets around hand traps and is part of the access of materials for Carabini. Carabini. It's actually called Carabini, but yeah, the way you write it. So we basically try to counter our counters, which, yeah, is a bit interesting, but it kind of works. So the reason also we run 3 break over barrier is that we don't need to keep the Archfiend on the field. This makes us less vulnerable against cards like Dark Real Lemore and Forbidden Droplets or Kaijus or anything, because we have 3 back row that can, regardless of conditions, pop 3 cards. Sure, cards tend to float, but 3 breaks? No way. I mean, there's a reason control decks started playing Dogmatic Punishment a while ago. These cards are very, very devastating, and I think Break is stronger than Barrier, which I do cover in an additional discussion video on the channel. This build is very controversial, but I think it's the right way going forward. Zombie Warrior is of course a ready fusion target. Under Cross Chief it's a Monster Reborn, but otherwise can also be a material for the Carabini. So, max consistency, max power. Yeah, this build is just based. Well, I mean, it's based, I'm not gonna lie, but it's also based upon the fact that we want to counter certain strategies. Now, in this video I will not be doing test hands, I will be doing an entire video. It's gonna be like an hour long of me just testing hands, to give you guys an idea of how the deck works. Combo video is already basically up on the channel, so I'm not gonna do that again, either. I'm just gonna talk about the deck this time. So Infernity wise, we run 1 Archfiend, 1 Wildcat, 1 Necromancer, 1 Avenger, 1 Mirage, Launcher, 1 Return of the Reaper, which is the correct ratio. It's part of the main combo, so we can't run multiple attacks per turn. Sadly, but it is reality. And triple break. Now, besides that we run a lot of generic cards, and the fun part is the Infernities aren't that bad in our hand, because Aqua Dolphin discards any card, including our Infernity monsters. And Wildcat can be a normal summon, Necromancer can be a normal summon, if you have an extender it's fine. Suddenly your Infernity bricks aren't that bad bricks. After all. We run 2 Parallax Seed as they become Tugaris, which is a revival spell basically. Or it can be materials for something like Sayuja. Unchained Abomination, 2+ monsters including a Link monster, not 2+ monsters with different names. If we have Parallax Seed and Carabini, no matter what, unless they well hand trap the Parallax Seed, you can at least go into Unchained Abomination if you have then, for example, Infernity Break. You can at least attempt to create a board, you know? This allows us to deal with nasty cards. Did I mention this in my Infernity ratios? Of course, we run 1 Patriarch, 2 Tracker, 2 Wielder, 2 E-Tele. Best level 3 extenders possibly, and the E-Tele definitely helps as well. Additional bodies to just, worst case scenario, go into Sayuja once again. Dig for extenders. Needed Garnet for Carabini. But if you open this, we can discard it with something like Aqua Dolphin. Triple Gilasaurus, unconditional self-summoning that does allow them to revive hand traps, so make sure you shotgun this first before doing anything else. Wildcat is Wildcat. I mean, we need to run it, but theoretically you can summon it if you open this in another Infernity. You can use its effect. But usually you're summoning this of Hulk in the combo. 1 Tsukinoko, 1 Jackalope, fix hands, get an additional body on the field. If you only have this in your hand, and you only have this in the hand in the other... Well, for Tsukinoko, if you only have this in your hand, it can special summon itself. For this, if you still have Tsukinoko in your deck, it can summon Tsukinoko from deck. So they're very easy to use as extenders. Triple Aqua Dolphin, 1 Rota. This can snipe hand traps, and gives you information on your opponent's board, so if you can only make Appaloosa or Enchant Abomination, it gives you an idea of which you should prioritize in this build. Necromancer need for combo. Kagemusha Knight is just an alternative search start for Rota. If you already have an Aqua Dolphin and you open the Rota, it's a nice search start. Otherwise, it's not bad either. We don't run Allure, so it being dark doesn't come up in our build, and we also don't run Curious. I was considering it, but we don't have enough good level 3 dark extenders right now. Infernity pieces, the search is either the Aqua Dolphin or the Kagemusha Knight, or it can simply be set and forgotten. Fossil Dig, I needed a 4-lead card, and this does search you a level 3 body. I'd rather not run too many search spells since it makes you vulnerable against Drone Lockbird. So this is either a revival spell under Cross Sheep or just an additional level 3 body. Just run 3 because it's a hard one per turn anyway. Yeah, sure, you can open multiple, but then you can just set additional copies, it's not that bad. Also, I just realized I'm an idiot! And we should be running the Trooper Descent instead of these additional copies. Wow. Shinigami and adjusting builds midway. Name more comic duo. For some reason I forgot this card existed. I just totally forgot about it. But then I mentioned Instant Fusion, Ready Fusion being a settable monster. And then I realized, wait, Descent does the fucking same. So yeah, this is a level 3 monster we can just set. Use material for Carabini. Sayuja doesn't care about the monsters being tokens. Neither of these do, so you can just also use tokens for your link summons and stuff. Generic good splashable card in this deck. Almost forgot about it, but I remembered. 1 Monster Reborn together with the Successions and or Ready Fusions and Propel Exceeds, those are revival spells. 1 Upstart, 1 Into the Void, and 38 cards. Yeah, revival spell. Multiple uses in this deck. Talked about it already. Double E-Tele, I mean, worst case you can set it and never use it. Otherwise it's a free additional body. Can get ashed. If it gets ashed, it's great. That means we bait the ash, possibly. Do I need to explain why we're in Launcher? Triple Break, mentioned it already. It's better than Barrier in my opinion, or at least something worth experimenting with. Extra deck. Zombie Warrior. Fusion target. Savage Dragon, best level 8 synchro. It negates anything, and it can negate multiple things without needing an empty hand either. Double Hypnotize for the loop, double FAR for the loop, and if you somehow banish Archfield, for example, you can get it back still. Works against DD as well. Dugaris, main combo piece, Enchant Abomination, very great link 4 monster that is underrated in Infernity. Specifically, double Sayuja is enough. Additional Appaloosa on top of Abomination, really strong combination of links. Almost makes you wanna just create a link variant, but then I realize, wait. Why would you even play Infernity if you're gonna create a link board? In my opinion, it doesn't make much sense. Plus you are running the 100 times for a reason, it's literally the fuel of this deck, and then might as well just use those tuners and stuff to go into a good synchro. Strongest Link 2 that has synergy with Ready Fusion. Hulk is Hulk, it gets a Wildcat from the deck, meaning you can actually go into Leviair on consist base, and this is a starter. Yeah, I mean, I think this deck makes a lot of sense besides that, except it doesn't, because you don't play Infernity, so you're like confused and you're typing hate comments in the comment section already. The fuck is this Shinigami? This is not a real Infernity list. Something like that. Yeah, this list is controversial. I'm gonna get some opinions about it that are less than positive. Now, I'll be ending this video, as I do need to do an hour of playtesting for, well, a separate video on the same deck. You probably want to see it. Also, it basically will act like a combo guide, because it will show you how I play the deck. Although I probably only will execute the combo fully one time. Lots of words. Hope you guys enjoyed the video though. Have a beautiful day. Goodbye.